Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of hardcore Minecraft, and today we're just going to run up to our house, do a small bit of inventory management, mainly grabbing torches. Oh my goodness, it is so fast to break these things with diamond tools, but I'm gonna have to get over it and just run on. Acting very new money right now about having stuff that works. But I'll get used to it in no time, now that we're decked out in diamond. But I do just want to come home real quick, say goodbye to Garuda. Best pal. And give a little pet to Bella, and then we're just going to take our stuff and go. I've got a bunch of torches in somewhere, but I don't think I have that many. You know, they were probably in one of the boats. It's not important. But we're gonna be able to grab a bunch of charcoal here, which I knew is here because I burned it all up. And do I have any sticks? Yeah. So this is not really as many sticks as I would want, because 45 torches is a lot, but I'm trying to make like a proper expedition here. Do I have bamboo or did I burn all of it? Alright, it looks like I need more sticks, so we're gonna make that happen pretty quick. I was merely threatening to leave on the expedition. I don't want to go quite yet. Or actually, no, I can just... Yeah, I can immediately go. I don't need to go back. Because I can just make the bamboo into sticks and such while we're on the way. I don't remember exactly where the entrance is, but it's sort of this way, and so we're going to move sort of this way until we find it. Bam, magnificent. Tons of sticks. And now we've got a lot of those. I'm going to put the lectern down by the shore here, because I forgot it was in my inventory, and I don't want to go all the way back. But I don't think that'll induce any villagers to go, oh, okay, never mind. We have to go back right now because Bella is here with us. So apparently it's nearly nightfall, and rather than going on the adventure, we're going to spend a couple of minutes getting ready. I do wish that I could understand the animals a little better. I think sometimes... like, I'll think she's sitting down. Can she teleport to me here? No, alright, there we go. I'll think she's sitting down, but she's, like, sitting on the box like so, right? And then I think she's properly sitting, but she's just doing a cat thing. And before I know it, she's running around being rambunctious and making me feel very scared. So on this expedition, all we're really looking for is, diamonds and iron. Redstone would be fine, but we're not like highly motivated by redstone or even gold, although gold would be fine as well, because redstone we can get with emeralds, and lapis we can also get with emeralds. You can get most things with emeralds, but you can't get actual physical diamonds. At least I don't think you can. So I don't have a boat, but we shouldn't be needing one because we're just going to run right across the water here. And while I might theoretically come up in a different spot, which happens often enough when you go down into the earth, especially if you're me. I don't need all these pumpkin seeds. I do not need them at all. It occurs to me that I was breaking the cardinal rule, and that is going downstairs without any wood, because you can't really get it there, can you? No, you can't. But first up, we're just going to throw some seeds in here, and the lectern, and then before I go much further, I'm going to grab the crafting table. Going to cut down a couple of trees. I've got the bed. I've got delicious crunchy steaks. And I've got torches. So that means I'm now finally ready to go. Because with just the amount of wood that I have, that's a few dozen planks, which means that we'll be able to make whatever we need to make. I'm just going to run on this side, because I recall it being sort of at the border between the dark forest. But maybe it's right here, because this looks like, yeah, this is my little artificial route down. So, all right, once more into the breach, safe in the spots that the light can't reach. And we are just gonna get to it. Trying to be smart, but more than that, trying to be adventurous. Are those diamonds? If I lean to the side, they look like diamonds. That means I'm going to investigate them as if they are diamonds. But first, I do want to maintain my general desire for safety. So we're going to place a few of these here. All right. Whoa! that was my bird. I didn't need to be scared of it because that was my bird. Which I knew all along, obviously. All right, so what I want to do is I think just dig straight through so that this water goes in all the way. And this isn't the same thing as bravely diving in, but I can't distinguish it in a relevant way from bravely diving in, because eventually we're still going to be going in the same way. It's just is going to make it a lot simpler for us to get up. And I don't think it's going to make it too much simpler for our enemies to get at us. Come on, I go sideways, right? And it works. I no longer think I have a concept of what's going on in this place. Okay, so I need to get the water here forward to this spot. So it was working, I just didn't believe in myself enough. I just need to figure out where the actual flow of the water needs it to be more at, because in some cases you can just sort of stick some dirt in a random spot there, and then when you get rid of it, it'll increase the flow in a beneficial way. Like right there. Yeah, and here when we... No, not there. But we'll build up, like, underneath it, and rather than getting rid of it, it'll push it forward. Yes, there we go. Magnificent. Just as planned. And I've, of course, learned many of these dynamics through being a very careless practitioner of the art of canal building in the infancy of my Minecraft career. And I know you're thinking, this is a fully matured Minecraft career? Well, no it isn't. But I used to be even less experienced than I am today, if you'd believe it. And I'm really sure that I'm about to pop through the wall in the proper spot, right? At least I thought so. It can't be too much further. Maybe if we... Yeah, because there's dirt right here, and that means we have to be more or less right where I think we are. Yes, magnificent. So, we've got problems. They are that the thing I want is really up high, that all of that stuff is really down low, and that a very scary sound just happened in the dark. It might have been those birds, but it could have been absolutely any other thing, so we're going to investigate it. Ah, a creeper. We're going to investigate that creeper with a bow and arrow. It's about to blow up on me, isn't it? Alright, so the crispy sound is not anything to be afraid of. The creeper is not going to blow up on me in spite of seeing me. I have a couple hundred more arrows left, and I just need to continue with the plan, although I don't love it being, like, underneath. There's no point in it being underneath, so we will just make a little bit of exposed area here so that we can walk alongside the top of it, but moreover so that we won't be surprised if anything goes clunk in the dark, or indeed when the night comes, which would be an appropriate time to lay down. So far, I think there's some diamonds somewhere up high, unless there's some other glittery thing up there-ish. Right there. So that's going to be the first thing I go to once I sort out this ridiculous problem, because this creeper has got to go. Alright. And now he's gone. I don't think there's any enemies down there to let loose my rage upon, so we're just going to move back over here. And this will be our route down. Now, it would have been faster, perhaps, to use two different streams of water. Because then I could have just ran over here, thrown another bucket down, and then I could have went and gotten another bucket. And now that I say it, like, why didn't I do that? There's no reason I didn't do it. There's obviously no reason I didn't do it. But I didn't, and I accept that. So what we want to do here is a little bit of water manipulation. If we put it underneath this part of the second to last part of the barrier, then this won't be filling it in. It'll just push it forward. Not there. Obviously not there. But the great thing about a waterfall like this is it's a permanent route home, right? You know that all you have to do is find that waterfall, and then you can go all the way up. So once you build the waterfall the first time, it's all you ever have to do. You know, you don't have to worry. Whatever else happens, that waterfall is sorted out. And I think we're about to see through the wall here. Either that or there was refraction on a block that was inside. So at long last. I said at long last. Here we go. At long last, we can see down into the depths. And we're just trying to move a little bit quick here. And fill in some space. There's a skelly coming on us here. Doing no damage with that hit. Close the distance easy. And then everything dies in a dramatic explosion. Feels good. Not a problem. Everything is all right. Another similar problem right there. A bunch of skellies. And a couple of creepers, but since we are newly possessed of quite a lot of arrows, we don't have to feel like we normally would about the situation. We'll just hope that the parrot doesn't have anything bad happen to him, because I've got really great armor now. Yeah, all of those arrows I ate, they still haven't done one single heart of damage. All of this is not hurting me at all. Well, I shot the parrot. I don't feel great about that, but there's no time to mourn. There's a strange... looks like a music disc. I've seen one before, but, well, I have to go down and get it, don't I? Yes, I certainly do. Of course. I've got to do some other stuff, like, fight this guy, but what I'm gonna do is water down right here. Take the fight first. From above, alright, so the water there is actually going all the way down, which is excellent. That's gonna let us... Well, anyway, so that bird also was a tragic victim of an arrow during a fight with a skeleton. Alright, there is a maul disc. Whatever that means. I know one thing it doesn't mean, and it doesn't mean that I'm guilty of anything. I'm sure that the record will show that I had to do whatever happened to those poor parrots due to the pressures that I was under at the hands of these skeletons. But rather than bemoaning that, what we have now is a fairly secure entrance area. Not secure, but fairly secure. And what I need to do is go ahead, probably just crash for the night once I throw a few more torches down, because it is nighttime, and then go to the surface. While on the surface, just make a chest to throw some of the stuff that I got here now, because I've already got like all this cobblestone and dirt. And the dirt I don't like need to carry with me, but you'll find in Minecraft that it's the resources that you don't carry along that you later realize you need. Obviously, that's because if you... Hey, a bunch of iron. If you knew you would need them, then you wouldn't have dropped them in the first place. So what I want to do is use my fortune axe, because that could get me extra ores. Right there, I got 6 out of, I think it was just 4 blocks. So significant improvement with the fortune. Even just 1 extra ore is, of course, a dramatic improvement. But we're just going to go ahead and lay the bed down here, crash for the night, and then whenever we jump out for the morning to try to put a chest on the surface with our stuff, we won't be walking out into a, a crazy murderous rampage. A bunch of fish are falling all the way down here, so that's all right. That could be a nice little way to try to catch fish in the long run. You could just hang out at the bottom and wait for them to fall all the way down the river. But not for the first time. I'm going to be happy that I installed these watery pathways. So here's one, and zombie. All right, yeah. Got the sword back out. Knockback's good. There's not too many of them. He probably fell down from the surface there. So this actually is rather far from where my initial entrance was, which was all the way over here. I'm not really sure I want to continue in on that road, just because I already had this principal route here that was leading me to it. But so what I want to do now is try to get what I believe to be the diamonds up on that other wall. I'm just trying to get everything that I can into a safe position, so that when I finally... Okay, you know what? Now I bet they're just going to be vines. I bet it's going to be a couple of vines, but we'll see. It's right there. I think it's just vines. It is just vines. How sad. Well, one thing that we don't have to be sad about is that it's not a total waste. We've got some iron here. And so, far from understanding that I was supposed to switch my equipment, I'm going to once again just bash them with my iron axe and screw that up. Or my diamond axe. So basically, all of these vines are just false diamond positives. I should have known. I should have known there weren't going to be vines this close to the surface, or diamonds this close to the surface, rather. So, yeah, we'll just go down to the waterfront and build. Or is it right here that the entrance is? Yeah, we're not too far out. Good deal. But we will go down to the waterfront to place stuff into the chest. All right, a zombie to fight. Yeah, even just knockback 1 on the sword is a dramatic improvement in combat. It gives me so much distance on the enemy. It's like, yes, I've just discovered that having good gear is good. But I'm thinking actually, like, rather than put it in the chest here on the shore, I might as well just run home. We can start auto smelting the cobblestone, get some emeralds out of that. And, you know, we've got some iron, which is good because we need more hoppers for the next phases of the chicken farming, which we're pretty soon going to have. You know what, I should just... No, auto smelting first, then we'll go to the chicken farm, and then we'll wrap up after that, I think. So andesite you can't smelt into stone, but stone you can just, like, sell when you want. That bow is an extra bow. We'll use that for a dispenser whenever we get around to that, but we'll also throw in the raw iron, because of course that's a thing that we're going to want to get, and then we'll just make a little bit more charcoal there. We'll throw in the sticks and the planks, because before we go down into the thing, I'm sure we'll knock down a couple more resources on our route in. But we're just going to finish on. I definitely don't need 100 meats with us. I think a nice selection of 64 meats should be sufficient. But we're gonna come home, say hello. Say hello to our friends. Where are the fish? I must have put the fish somewhere. My eyes glaze, and I cannot find the fish. I'm so sorry, Bella. But actually, you're not hungry. We just fed you the other day. You were running around and scavenging. You're doing fine. But I don't have anything to play the music player. How do you make... Alright, so a jukebox, that would be the thing. A whole diamond? Okay, it'll wait. I mean, that will be very awesome, and I am excited to use it, but that'll wait. That'll be just fine waiting. I think 100 arrows is, I mean, like, it's a little excessive, but it's not so excessive that I'm upset about using the inventory space on it. It's just, when I come down to it, like, is this really, like, what I want my inventory to look like? Just 2 bars that I can go into whenever I go down? Because I need dirt for building. I need the bucket. The golden apples I don't have to have. The clock and the crafting table are basically necessities. I mean, yeah, I gotta have most of this stuff. We're just gonna grab the stone to sell a little bit of it. We won't need more charcoal, I don't think. Yeah, we'll just take some of it. Get plenty of torches for the future. We're gonna want to get the chicken farm situated, and then probably go ahead and end the video. We'll be able to actually go into the Lush Cave next time rather than just laying the groundwork for it. But one thing that I have attempted to learn about hardcore Minecraft is that, you know, exploration is serious business. You don't need to be going into somewhere without an exit plan. You don't need to be delving deep into the earth without a thorough understanding of what's going on around you, of knowing that you're not going to turn the corner and have 4 skeletons shooting at you. You know, they don't hurt me very much now, but they could still definitely mess you up. And just one little misstep in the dark is all that it really takes. As I know too well. Oh, the rest of that was andesite. That's right. Well, he's about to level up again. And he'll buy... Okay, never mind. He does buy andesite, and so now there's a point to it. He buys andesite and diorite. Can't believe I didn't remember that or care. But anyway, so now I just know mine whatever and bring them to these guys. I still don't think anybody buys dirt, but I'm welcome to being wrong about it. This guy's so ragged, but I just feel like if I attack him, then I'll get schwammered by every single bad golem here. They'll be like, that was our best friend and mentor, and I can't believe you would ever treat him so disrespectfully. Now accept the way of the Iron Fist. Alright, I really need to do something about people getting stuck down here, besides notice that they do it and complain about it. But I'm not going to do that right now. Right now, I'm still just going to notice that they're falling down here and wishing that I could not have them do that. Okay, so he is immediately going to do it too. Get out. I think he was coming down here to try to talk to him. That is both funny and incredibly obnoxious. And if a chicken gets out, you just bash it on the head. Because at this point, as we see, we are now reaching amazing egg quantities. I don't know how many it is. I'm just going to check after we do a little experience farming here, which you'll see quickly enough is actually pretty effective. I'm just making it a little bigger so that the chickens have a larger space to roam around in. There's a thing that you can do in a chicken farm, and it is both hilarious and terrible if you do it in hardcore. First of all, you could screw up the light and maybe have like a zombie spawn or something, I don't know. But the second thing you can do is overcrowd the mobs, or allow them to be overcrowded, and then you'll take a bunch of damage. I haven't done this in hardcore, but I have died on survival due to mob cramming. So now we've got a lot more space here. It would be much better if there wasn't any dual level at all, but this is okay. And there we go. You can get a couple of levels pretty easy out of it. And as you see, we've already got several dozen of these eggs. But how long does it take to throw a few dozen eggs? We'll just test it out really quick after laying down in the chicken coop for the night, only to demonstrate why it's so much smarter to not do it this way. So first you would need to get your stuff off of your hotbar so you could throw the eggs, and then it's what, about like 3 seconds or so to throw the eggs? And this is okay, but do you really want to get the eggs, put them into the hot bar, scroll down, make however many of the spaces there are for them, and there's no end to it, right? If you're down here and throwing eggs, by the time that you think you're done throwing eggs, they'll have laid more eggs. You'll never ever be done if this is how you farm. But everyone knows that there's a better way. I'm not going to surprise you when I show you a better way. But it may surprise you that the person in front of you that's farming in these terrible haphazard ways does know a better way. But we'll do it in the next video. I don't know how to make a fully automated chicken farm, but I know how to make half of one. But the beginning of it will just be increasing this area here. I don't think they can fly out. Now, our friends could definitely fall in, but hopefully they will try not to. So we're just going to put this here. And then when we need to access our machines, we'll put them here. But basically, we're just going to put a dispenser here. We're going to shoot eggs at the wall, and then they're going to fall down there. And it's going to be very excellent. I think I can almost do it with what I have on me. I just need iron or just redstone. We'll see. I think I can do it with what I have on me. I don't think I need iron for this. So there will be a cleric in this house. Because it's not a house, it is a cleric area that I have just turned into a house. Okay, so 6 cobblestones, redstone bow. Does it have to be a totally fresh bow? Maybe it has to be a totally fresh bow. Oh, it's 7. It's because it's 7 cobblestone, and I don't have 7. Right. You know, that is not a huge problem. And then as suddenly as I needed 7 cobblestone, I had 7 cobblestone. And it faces in the direction, it faces at you. Okay, so. There. And we'll put a hopper above it that'll feed eggs into it. And then we'll rig up a redstone thing that'll shoot eggs out. And that'll be the long term. You can get several of them, and you automate the little redstone circuit. I'm just talking about it. I could just do it in the next video or in this one, but I have done it before. Not like in a way that inspires others. Not in a way where you're like, man, that guy really knows what he's doing. But I have technically done it before. But before we end the video, although I've been threatening to end it for some time now, I am aware that I have not done so. We're just going to run in and breed up some more of the chickens. This guy is getting on my nerve. I need to like build this area more enclosed, I guess. But yes, magnificent. So from just this little bit of time, am I going to be able to get like a full level out of this? Because this isn't like that many chickens, right? But it is enough to burn up like basically a stack of seeds. And before long I won't have any seeds and I'll have to actually like become a farmer again. There we go. And of course, we've already got our eggs, but just this last time, we're going to throw them here. This is going to be, you know, this is the last time that you're going to have these eggs thrown physically. We'll still pick them up, and then we'll probably, because like you can just go right here and put them into it, or you can, we'll be able to look up one higher and go to the hopper, or like chump up and put it into the thing, which is pretty amusing, or at least vaguely amusing. But the real farm comes whenever you start getting just like 1,000 chickens, and then you go in with your sword, you're just waylaying them. But that'll come with the future. But I think, yeah, we've got all of our stuff ready for the next video. We've got our bow, we've got our bucket. Let's go ahead and get water in it. Don't want to be halfway ready. Got it all. So that'll be that for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. When we return, probably just gonna go back into the Lush cave, but we're gonna try to delve even further this time. We're gonna bring some wood. You know, why don't I knock some of that down while I do the outro here? We're gonna bring some wood so that I can make chests maybe on the inside, or at the very least in a couple of more practical spots. And then hopefully, why is this here? Oh, the wood of the house is preventing it from falling down. I think now without the direct link it might fall, but I don't know how close it has to be. Yeah, alright, that's all that mattered. Because these are proper logs. And that's what kept the house from falling down. Pretty funny. Same story on this side, it looks like. So if we just remove the continuity, I don't think it matters if it's touching the roof. I think it's just the logs themselves. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. And then they go like so. So that's all we got to do if we notice here. Of course, if we had the proper implement, then they would disappear even quicker because we would hit them, but that's neither here nor there. We're just going to get a little bit more oak. You cannot have too much oak. You can, but I cannot. Yeah, this is what? Efficiency? No, this is just the Unbreaking 1 axe, that's right. The efficiency one was more expensive. So even with the diamond axe, it just really churns through. Not quite at sprinting pace, but if there's one in between them, you can almost... Yeah, if there's a space, then you can sprint and get all the way up. But if you have an embarrassingly wonderful field like mine, it just takes a little bit of extra. And I've already promised to end this video like 6 times, and now I'm going to do that thing that I do, where I abruptly keep it. But you already knew, you know, due to your wisdom and access to the runtime of this video, you actually know significantly more about how this is going to go than I do. I mean, we all want to think that we're in control, right? But everyone in the future knows more about the past than I do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I really hope you've enjoyed. And that is actually going to be that.